Tri-Builder always said I was a dreamer.
Hello guys, welcome back to another day, another new stream. Live grinding.
Strong hero pick throughout the M7
पूरा मैच देख
championship
लेते
right
हैं.
now, but it looks like they want to go ahead potentially contest this if they can find the angle they're looking for.
अरे अरे
Final shot coming down, and Yums has a position on Domin. Kai Fear the Phoenix coming down, and it's the Skies Mountain Shocker!
Aurora versus SRG.
Now Aurora's on the run, but with those 2 kills as UA fell as well, SRG gives the call. They want to push down the bottom lane. That's the problem when you play clean front to back. Yums doesn't care, and he cancels out the recall of Demon Kite. What a read by Yums! And there's no way Demon Kite
By
can
114
here.
scored.
It's
714, 714. Double
Life
hit.
doing a good job at forcing the minions to the mid-terminal wall. Oh, they clear out the minions so they stay a little longer. Demon Kite still being chased down.
Demon Kite
just
running.
wants to buy enough time. You have Edward still alive, but can he delay this further? Now it's Innocent again. Zamanforce coming down. Edward already used the Bravest Spider. He's going to go down. And Selangor Red Giants are a game away from etching their names, their region, into the history books. SRG came out swinging once again in this game 3 against Aurora Gaming Philippines, and they made it look so good.
Best of 5.
Just a great performance again. Synergy as well on display here from SRG.
Two
and you
matches
can
left.
see the faces here of Aurora. They have a lot to consider with this one. From start to finish, just was not the way that they wanted to make things happen, and you gotta say, man, this was a composition, a draft, great things there, especially from Coach Arcadia to make this draft work. The range aspect
Well done,
of this,
SRG, well
and
done.
that dangerousness, as I like to call it, on dangerous grass, was so good here on display from minute 30, actually 30 seconds into the game. And we look at the highlights through this, I mean, they just had full control and took what they wanted.
It's so beautiful because Yum started that off with the Power of Wilderness, and then they chained it together so well with the Fury of the Phoenix, and then Skies Mountain Shocker, the nail in the coffin for Domin Kite and for Aurora in Game 3.
Such a great performance here once again from SRG. We're gonna go ahead and throw it over to the panel to break down this game because there was a whole lot here that happened, and especially what we didn't see and what we did see. Let's throw it to the panel.
Again, what we did see is that SRG had all the vision in the world to work with. The Yi Sun-Shin, the Zetian, and of course Yums being relentless with reading the rotations of Aurora. There's a cruel irony to it. It was a Zetian picked up by Aurora Turquia that helped deliver the major win for them in the beginning of their series against SRG. Now it's Stormy on a Zetian.
Alright guys, let's go. This is my history today. Played some good matches. Look at this, constant 3 victories. Let's hope we can win more. If you are watching first time, this is my stream. Maverick is live. Please do subscribe and like. We will watch again championship. Till 2 matches left. Man, I need to buy a chair and table to play, to be honest. XP lady.
Please ban a hero.
अरे भाई इसको जंगल क्यों दे दिया भाई, ये तो कभी खेला नहीं जंगल. This is gonna be pretty bad, I feel like. He played only 1 match. Come on. Do we have a proper jungler? No. I never play Hyper. चलो भाई तुम्हारे साथ हम ही चिल कर लेते हैं. चलो swap लेंगे. कौन बदला? ये बंदा जंगल 7 ठीक है चलो। मैं Xbox से कर सकता था या फिर अल्फा से।
The enemy is picking.
But still let's see. Played a match today hoya.
The choice is mine.
One of my teammate MM was Tigreal
my charm. Not
and got 13 kills. Really, with MM build. Angela.
Are the two greatest inventions.
When the body suffers, the spirit blooms.
Better surrender. Why, bro? Look at this.
The ocean is not just our
Pick a
home.
hero.
It is who we are.
Let's play together.
Light me up and watch the
The enemy
world
is
burn!
Harith. Leslie.
Let's hear those cheers. It's time to set this celebration
Fanny.
ablaze.
Fanny versus Alucard, I believe. No, Alucard is also bad. What the
Time and
fuck?
tide wait for no man. Your team
or
is
no
the
rested.
girl.
What will you choose?
Olimar, save my people from the demons.
Saber. Can Saber do? Play safe. That is Lila also. Sorry. Support buff. Xavier. Satoru Gojo Senpai.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Let's hope for the best.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
चलो इसको थोड़ा सपोर्ट करके जाते हैं.
Welcome to my inferno!
Ga. Fuck, boss, we can
Burnt to a crisp.
An enemy has been slain.
हट जा. पकड़ लिया रे, पकड़ लिया.
Retreat.
रिक्वेस्ट बैकअप. चलो भाग जाते. अरे मेरा रिकॉल चला गया. हट, फिर से लेना पड़ेगा.
My revenge against Eruditio continues!
इधर पे क्या चलता है? खत्म.
Has been slain.
Zizi. First match is our Zizi.
Enemy reached level 4.
गया फिर से गया.
Ally has been
Zizi. गैंगबैंग आ रहा है, गैंगबैंग आ रहा है इधर पे, इधर पे। पकड़ बे किसी को तो टैंक को पकड़ा बे, टैंक को पकड़ा भाई। जीजी जीजी अल्टी ऑन टैंक। ये मैच तो भाई बहुत ही भागो भागो बहुत के भागो। नाइस। अरे थोड़े के लिए बच गया भाई। इधर पे तो बसर मार भाई। एमएम बोलेगा क्या चल रहा है। मार इसको मार। मार मार मार। अरे अरे इतना बढ़िया, ठीक है। पकड़ लिया बे। नाइस एस्केप, नाइस एस्केप। अरे इधर पे कोई आओ। Vendetta। भागो 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 भसुड़ी वाली। Ui, not damage. दिल का। इधर पे भी अभी भी बैठा हुआ है क्या बे। भागो। भाग गए मौसरी के। अरे किसको मार रहा है। इधर पे हमारा एमएम शहीद होते हुए। अरे अरे फक। गलत फ्लिकर लगा दिया। Mark Laila. Saber. Mark Laila.
I still got business with Erudicio.
7 versus 20. अरे रुक जा, पहले ही हार मान लेगा क्या?
The enemy has slain the turtle.
I'm loving this cyborg body.
अरे दीदी क्या हुआ?
Let fire incinerate all evil.
अरे धत 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 धत
Slain. Down. Our turret has been destroyed.
आल्टी गलत हो गया.
We're behind the goal.
The flame still burns.
Enemy rampage.
Let me add some warmth to Erudicio.
Unstable network.
Come in. I can't believe I trusted those liars in Erudicio. You're on fire. Self-destruct.
क्या हुआ? ये कैसे हुआ था? अरे ये what the fuck?
Unstable turret has been destroyed.
इसको क्यों ले रहा हूँ मैं?
Under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
I still got
Behind and
business
goal.
with
Our
Erudicio.
turret has been destroyed. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Let fire incinerate all evil.
Under attack. Initiate retreat.
Burn, you sinful souls! Suffer my fate!
Your team destroyed the turret.
Attack enemy.
पहले मैच हो गया हमारा.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Self-destruction is initiated!
You have slain an enemy.
Back.
Initiate retreat. Ally has been
जीजी देखो भाई,
Close!
मैं बोल रहा हूँ बैक.
behind and goal. Our turret is under attack.
या भाई क्या डैमेज दे रहा है.
Destroyed. Our turret has been destroyed. Our base is under attack.
अरे साबिर क्या कर रहा है?
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Fire incinerate all evil!
हट. अल्टीमेट गवा दिया मैंने अल्टी. दे कोई आया.
Under attack.
अरे भाई बचा लो. बोरिया
Close!
भाई अच्छा काम पे हो गया. आ रहा वो जो
Burning out!
साबिर क्या कर रहा है साबिर?
Self-destruct sequence initiated!
सब आगे रिटर्न
We're
इसको
behind in gold.
I'm loving this cyborg body.
only mark Laila. Mark Saber, mark Laila. Nothing more.
Not even close.
अरे ये गया 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 किधर पे भाई जाके रिकॉल करते हैं वो लोग देख रहे हैं एनिमी है सामने फिर भी
I'm gonna incinerate Iridatio until it's nothing but a pile of ash.
Saber, 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 Saber. भाई कुछ से आग मिलता है
Our base is under attack.
आई एक शॉट चाहिए था एमएम को मारने के लिए बच गया प्रोटेक्शन पॉइंट की वजह से ये लॉन्ग लैंग इंडिया का 3 है sometime it shit sometime it good need a proper team फिर से एक्सपी लेन
Your team is banning.
यस इस बार मुझे कल
Please ban a hero.
कारिता इससे ज्यादा अंकल मैंने खेल लिया शायद मिड लेन गोल्ड लेन रोम गोल्ड लेन मिड लेन रोम
Your team is picking.
इसके साथ बदल लूं क्या बदलना भी नहीं
Love outshines the golden
The
crown.
enemy is picking.
थोड़ा पीछे ये रोज का स्टाइल होगा मैं दिन में स्टार गेन करता हूँ रात में स्ट्रीम में लूज करता है
Your team is picking.
ले ले बे टिग्रेली ले ले ये चेंज किया मेरे को देखा कि मैं क्या करूँ ठीक है मैवरिक कैसे जंगल हाइपर भाई तू ही खेल ले हाइपर एक्सबॉक्स किधर है एक्सबॉक्स बैन
Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world.
fortress combat ready.
Please pick a hero.
जंगल में मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? जंगल में मैं मंगल कर सकता हूँ. मंगल में
Sanjo.
I am तो अल्फा से
Fast. Alpha
The
is
enemy
online.
is picking.
Can I do it? Can I do it for the team?
It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot both.
कोई ट्रायल कार्ड है क्या हमारे पास? चलो इसमें इसको यूज करते हैं ना. स्पेशल है. चलो अरे यूज ट्रायल कार्ड. ओके चलो देखते हैं. अगेंस्ट में अमोन है. मुश्किल तो बहुत ज्यादा है.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Smash them. All troops deployed. Unstable network. Unstable network.
स्टार्ट हो गया अनस्टेबल नेटवर्क का.
What are you to me? Beta. Execution at its finest.
अरे अरे ये तो मार देगा मेरे. अरे भैया
No other way than the Alpha. Motion synchronization
Shit.
complete. A clumsy work in
non dillo, non dillo. Vabbè, no, rakito. Vai rakito, fortuna. On rakito na, oguru fre rakito na. Hai.
Initiate retreat.
time to upgrade the system. Saber. A clumsy work in progress.
या भाई सारे को एमएम मार देगा क्या?
Initiate retreat. An ally has slain the turtle.
Let me clear the way.
Initiate retreat.
I am not human, but something more.
ये अमन भोसडी के लिए
Execution at its finest.
Unstable network.
अरे अनस्टेबल तो मेरा भी.
Retreat.
Recharged.
अरे मेरा भी नेटवर्क चला गया भाई, सारे के सारे एक साथ हो गए। पकड़ लिया बे। सारों का नेट एक साथ चला गया क्या? भाई पूरा लैग हो रहा है कि अरे अरे
Recharged. Alpha, standing by. Beta, initiate tracking sequence.
जॉनसन आ रहा है।
Beta, initiate tracking sequence.
मार हम लोग को मार, भाग गया।
Ult is not ready. Unstable network. Your team destroyed a turret.
अरे
Initiate retreat. Ult is not
हट जा, अभी मार। वो मर गया।
Ult is not ready.
कोई से शॉट तो शॉट से।
Unstable network. Don't give up.
Execution at its finest.
Initiate retreat. Watch out for flanking. Initiate retreat.
आई से ओदिके आई से।
Target locked. Beta, on the way.
Ally has been slain. Unstable network.
Don't panic.
Initiate retreat.
मार मार उग्र मार। अरे ये अल्टीमेट नहीं। खिल्डा भाग, खिल्डा भाग।
Initiate retreat. Shut down. Launch attack. Ult is not ready. Unstable network.
अरे बंद कर भाई, अनस्टेबल আমরাও अनस्टेबल।
Great play. Your team destroyed a turret. Unstable network. An enemy has been slain. Ult is not ready.
मैं फार्म करते करते नेक्स्ट मैच तक फार्म करूंगा।
Execution at its
Ult is
finest.
not ready.
What are you to me? Beta,
शट।
Ult is not ready. Initiate retreat.
What are you to me?
Request backup. Ult is not ready. Watch out for flanking.
Absolute loyalty.
भाग जाओ भाग जाओ भाग जाओ वो दे भाई पूरा गेम लैग हो रहा है
Saber. A clumsy work in
Our turret
progress.
has been destroyed. Sorry. Ult is ready.
No other way than the Alpha way.
Unstable network. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret has been destroyed. Unstable network. Unstable network. Our turret is under attack. Initiate retreat. Our turret has been destroyed.
come on help me
Our turret is under attack.
Follow me.
Initiate retreat. Our turret has been destroyed. Has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
अरे shit
Been slain.
What is
Unstable network.
ऐसा नहीं होगा
Unstable network.
not only net entire game is lagging
Launch attack.
I am not human, but something
Rampage.
more.
Initiate retreat. Our turret is under attack.
भाग गया
Enemy rampage. Our turret is under attack. Unstoppable. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
What are you
Enemy
to
has
me?
slain Lord.
Beta.
Launch attack.
Motion. Synchronization. Complete.
Initiate retreat.
Attack enemy lord.
I fight where I am told.
Turret is under attack.
Another day, another shit play.
Defeat.
That's a shock. Finally, got tank.
Your team is banning. Please ban a hero. The enemy is picking.
I'm bound by nothing,
Your team
be it
is
family
picking.
or destiny.
So, who's next?
Demons shall bathe in their blood.
The enemy
The light
is
belongs
picking.
to the righteous.
Hanabi Gushian. Hanabi, Hanabi. That's for late. That's for late. That is for late.
Test. Alpha is online.
Please pick a hero.
Mino, Hilda, or Mincy. Mino, Hilda, or Mincy. Tell me fast.
Get lost or get arrested.
ये तो मेरा
Fight for the ultimate answer.
To this moment.
करो पॉकेट छोटा करो टा 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 टा. Yeah, boy. 3 mage, one. Yes, 3 mage, 1,
Let's
'Only light
2,
can
3.
drive out the
Your
darkness.
team is picking.
I think Gaussian. Magic damage चाहिए. Mage Gaussian. Magic damage. Magic defense.
The southern seas are my domain.
एक मैच खेला हूँ मैंने इससे. हिल्डा हनाबी के लिए वो लेना पड़ेगा. इसमें है ब्लेड आर्मर.
enemy reaches the battlefield, smash them. Back up. All troops deployed.
Unity is strength.
Bid farewell to the fleeting warmth.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
Understood.
Enemy missing.
Enemy invading jungle.
Initiate retreat.
Understood.
Initiate retreat. Okay. Enemy missing. Launch attack.
I shall unite the
invading jungle.
shattered clans.
First
This will
blood.
serve me well.
Enemy reached level 4.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
I will reclaim the glory of the lost days.
Launch attack.
Enemy reached level 4.
Attack the turtle.
Understood.
Attack the turtle. Enemy has slain the turtle. Launch attack. Request backup.
Shabash.
May the frost never thaw.
Enemy invading jungle.
Request backup. Initiate
Understood.
retreat.
The worm's tainted whispers
Initiate
shall find
retreat.
no
Okay.
sanctuary
Ult is
here.
not ready.
अरे हार्ट रे ओइ दिदैछ
Understood.
Okay. Ally has been slain. Well played.
Well done. Well done.
Has your courage abandoned you?
Let me clear the wave.
May my enemies shatter upon my armor.
Understood.
Fury of the frost! The frozen dead make silent witnesses to ancient horrors.
Initiate retreat.
Understood.
I do not wear the horned crown lightly.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
When the Frost King fell, it was we. Glacial eruption!
Solo kill.
Enemy missing. Unstable network. Launch attack.
Enemy invading jungle.
Launch attack. Initiate retreat.
Understood.
Ally has been slain.
There is no end to this winter.
Enemy invading jungle.
Launch attack.
never thaw. I do not wear the horned crown lightly.
Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack. Initiate retreat. Okay. The enemy has slain the turtle. Well played. Launch attack. Okay.
The frozen dead make silent witnesses to ancient horrors. I will reclaim the icy burial.
Well done.
Initiate retreat. Understood. Initiate retreat. Understood.
The worm's tainted whispers shall find no sanctuary here.
Solo kill. That was amazing.
Attack team destroy the turret.
Understood.
Initiate retreat. Okay. Launch attack. Watch out for flanking. Request backup. Okay.
There is
Launch
no
attack.
end to this winter.
Our turret has been destroyed. Initiate retreat. Okay. Request back. Okay.
The frost!
An ally has been slain. Initiate retreat. Okay.
When the Frost King fell, it was we who bore the weight of his failure.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat. Okay. Our turret is under attack. Launch attack. Enemy rampage.
Enemy equipment on CD. Understood. Gather up the Lord.
The enemy has slain Lord.
May the frost never thaw.
Initiate retreat.
Lightly.
Initiate retreat. Okay. Initiate retreat. Watch out for flanking.
Who dares tread upon my
Been
land?
destroyed. Ally has been slain. Initiate Initiate retreat.
Icy burial! I will reclaim the glory of the lost age.
Understood.
Initiate retreat.
Understood.
Retreat for the Lord. Okay, request backup. Enemy has slain Lord. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Of the frost!
Ally has been slain. Launch attack. Request back attack.
Trembling and fight!
Launch attack. Turret is under attack. Defeat.
1 second, coming back.
A thousand winters.
4.8. 3.0 Laila. This is ranking. Nagaland. Number 11. kita वाला नहीं थोड़ी yes बात तो right लगी.
Ever wonder how the clouds can soar so high? It's because they're not afraid to fall.
Slow of a burn, and then suddenly the turn, and then too little too late. Let's also notice that in terms of the gold curve, right, the maximum and as well as the lowest, the deficit wasn't too crazy. We never got to see 4K, we never got to see 5K, and of course, obviously the big old 10K where the game's basically over, but it really just goes to show that Aurora is just more efficient with smaller leads in comparison to SRG, who are waiting for clear timings rather than playing as adaptive as they usually do.
If SRG played to their conditions and they were satisfied with the first tower break and already Edward suffering 2 deaths early on, this could have been a different story if they then turned their attention to, if they can't disrupt the jungle pathing of the Fredrin, which a lot of teams actually cannot do, then at least help Innocent out. But then they couldn't. And then in the end,
Last
it's
match
Aurora
remaining.
who forced a game number 5 because of the overzealousness and the overcommitment of Selangor Red Giants towards the EXP lane of Edward. But we also have to credit Aurora's comeback here. Fundamental, man. How they just decided to tackle the rest of the map despite all that pressure. That was beautiful Mobile Legends. Bang, bang.
Yeah, it really was. And it's extremely expressive as well, right? I think if anything, if anybody forgets the entire series, just watch the laning phase between Cram and Edward. Because my God, there's some kind of hostility that's going on with Cram feeling like he's trying to punch above his weight and trying to kind of set himself in stone on an international stage. And Edward is just like, just you wait. Just you wait. I didn't say it was over yet.
There is a way to harness that kind of aggression. I'm hoping that Cram has reset well enough after Game 4, after that 22-minute loss, to be able to use it the right way. I'm hoping that he just doesn't shut down and plays like a very Mom Esmeralda or something. I hope he's still that same aggressive team captain.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best qualities of Cram is that aggression, that in-your-face style that gets into the mind and under the skin of a lot of teams. So hopefully we don't see Cram and SRG change up too much because I'd want to see a very competitive game number 5 between these two. Aurora Philippines and Selangor Giants are on the brink of making history. But for who? We're going to theorize just a little bit more behind the scenes about drafts and picks and whatnots and strategies. But for now, let's toss it on over to Eterna with an interview.
We are now down to the final game, but before we get into that, we are going to get a little bit of time to talk to each representative from each region that is fighting for that final ticket to the grand finals, the first ticket rather, to the grand finals here.
Why you are so angry, buddy?
Yup.
As well as
green one.
Mars.
Hey.
Guys, I gotta say, behind the scenes, this has been the most chaotic duo, and we're gonna talk to them about it right now. All right, let's start with you, Hans.
Okay.
We gotta ask. All right, first game it was looking good, and then back-to-back wins from SRG, and then Aurora was able to take it back in game number 4. How did that momentum shift happen? How do you feel about that?
Bro, I can't even lie to you. Like, we got nervous because,
Yes.
again, SRG,
Yes.
we understand that
Role
they're a
playing,
pretty
I
strong
think.
team. Aurora, we eventually knew that they were going to fight back. I guess on a serious note, it really comes from the draft. MDB and Dexter really did a great job trying to figure out that it's not just about Innocent and Cram with that team. You got to respect that entire squad if you want to win this series. So, yeah.
So yeah. So the drafts, execution as well was amazing coming in from game number 4. But I gotta ask you, do you agree? What happened with SRG in that 4th game? Because technically, SRG had the chance to close that out 3-1, Mars.
Yeah, my perspective is, from a business side, this is good.
Business side?
You know, because the more matches we get, more views we get.
Okay,
Yeah.
more games, better views.
More better views, more money.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, for us, this is good. I really appreciate the players. Very competitive, you know.
That's true.
Not just by competitive, but we make it very competitive until we get the views much more.
Yes.
So this
Mars,
is
thank
good
you.
for business perspective.
Mars,
Keep
thank
supporting
you.
us.
Thank you, Mars.
Yeah, because my vision is not just only the battle between SRG and Aurora.
Agree.
LPH.
Okay.
This is about us.
Yes.
This is about let the world see us.
Yes.
Let the world see us.
We are one family.
One family. No, that is true. That is true. You can hear the arena agreeing with him right now. We are one family. So SRG, like, did it on purpose for more.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I don't care. I'm not the analyst. They did that on
You have
purpose.
something to say
Because
about
we are
that?
winning.
Well,
but
I
we
guess we'll
lose.
just make the most out of every opportunity. If he thinks that that's the case, well, you know what? We're here anyway. We might as well win it, right?
You see, everything happens for a reason. Because of that draw, we are on this stage, you know, for the Clippers to clip us.
That's true. We weren't supposed to be here.
Yeah.
But we were here because of one reason.
Yeah.
Aurora won Game 4.
Yep.
And today, at this very moment, we're gonna see them again.
We are.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are, because it's a best of 5.
Yes.
And we have one
Intelligent.
more game.
Yes.
Right? So one more game is ahead of us, boys. Do you have a message to Aurora PH and do you have a message to SRG? We'll start with Mars. All right.
Message.
Yeah, message for SRG.
Oh, usually I message using WhatsApp, but it's okay. I'm sending this message for SRG. do your best because winning is easy. Just win. That's all.
Winning is easy, so just win. Thank you, Mars. That was very wise of
very
you.
wise.
Hans?
Yes. My message
Yes.
to Edward, I love you, bro. To Yue, you're my Pookie Bear. To Demon Kite and Domin Kite, you hold the 2 parts of my chest and the entirety of my heart. And to Light, you are my vision. When you have no fans, I am not here. When you have fans, we are all here.
Give him space.
If I am here, you have a fan.
Final
in
match!
me. Yes. And
Get ready, guys! Final.
Thank you.
For Domin Kite, do your best.
All right. It's getting super chaotic up on stage, but you can feel the passion from these 2 representatives. Thank you, Hans. Thank you, Mars.
Thank you.
And thank you for the passion of the fans that are in the building right now, because this has been one of the wildest crowds we've seen here in M7. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the players are now ready. Who will take the first slots to the grand finals? Only time will tell. Let's throw it over
Let's
back
go.
to our casters.
Count on Mars to give out of this world entertainment. Count on Hans to get the job done. And it was great to see both of them. Interesting dynamic. I kind of want to see more, not gonna lie. I want to see more of Hans and Mars together.
We need an MPL podcast, and those 2 are the ones handling it.
Final match,
just
guys.
To see what happens, just for
2 to
fun,
score.
maybe for an entire
Aurora
season.
versus
Our belated birthday boy,
SRG.
happy birthday, Hans. Got the full-on copy pasta.
Yeah.
I don't think Mars was informed that you could go long.
Yeah. He decided
Winner
to just
will
wait.
take the
I wanna jump
final
in on
spot.
that. That's not fair. That's not fair. Let me help you glaze the Aurora right now. But again, thank you, Eterna, Hans, and Mars for that. But now, we got to get down to the nitty-gritty details of this game number 5. Because game number 4, again, we were going into the game thinking the glue, perfect pick. Early game, perfect. Wait, what's this over-aggression? But then that's the interesting thing here, because it's that little decision, that little close detail that could have made or break that game. Turns out we're gonna have to delay just a little bit the deep discussion for this series, because we're gonna have to thank some friends. And by reminding you that if you want that, well, in-game as a skin, but if you do want that, make sure you play your pass, the Thunder Ascendant skin. Ooh. Actually, that's not the Thunder Ascendant. This is the Prime version.
Yeah.
This is the level 75.
Yeah. The easier to get one, literally upon buying the pass, is the just as cool, but it's not this one. It's just similar though. All right. Just by getting Thunder, just by getting the pass, you get Thunder Ascendant immediately. All right.
It's like saying, yeah, we love him, but he's not our youngest son.
But we love him.
But we love him. But
which one of your kids would you save in a dire situation? Ideally, all of them, but I think that at least this time around, the figurines, I was a big fan of the Yuzong one. I was also a big fan of the Roger one. This one kind of smokes them. Really well detailed. Look at all
ठीक है
the
भाई
intricacies
देख
of
पे
it.
जा समझ गया हम कैसे दिए इसको देख 75 नहीं देगा
This is on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
This is Ascended.
Just to say that we were supposed to talk about the Thunder Ascendant skin, but we just ended up glazing the
Cosmic Finality figure.
Yeah. Who has their pass to level 150 already?
Make some noise.
इतना पैसा नहीं
No one yet.
No one in the
One.
Thank God, now I don't feel this bad.
No, but Trex does, right? He flexed on us earlier and said that he already got his pass to 150.
Yeah, but he's a capitalist, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you can't just buy everything. It's not gonna just come to you that easily, especially when it comes down to competition. Well, maybe you could buy some friends to join the MRO, the MLBB Rising Open Season 5, because it's already back, still open to everyone and flexible to join now with major updates. Earn hero power from victories based on your weekly champion rank and team up with friends to form a 5-player team to complete rewards and stack win or lose. Earn MRO coins to redeem permanent skins, exclusive avatar borders, and more. Climb the weekly championship to qualify for the championship. Win bigger prizes and keep the M7 passion alive.
Yeah, buy your friends. I mean, tell your friends. Gather them together.
Buy your
and
friends.
complete the MLBB Rising Open.
Hey, if you're good at ML, I'm sure you have a lot of friends. A lot of people want to be your friend.
For sure. Hi, friends. Hopefully you're still cool.
I play a mean Yuzong. Anybody?
And a really good Leomord as well.
Oh, I was Edward. I was pretending to be Edward.
Ah, okay. Oh, wait, no, where's our Edward mask? They took it away from us. They should give us a player masks back because now we're going to be heading to the game number 5.
Final game.
Side
What are you performing?
will determine
Let's go.
flow. First 2 games, SRG. Previous 2 games, it was Aurora. So who goes where? If you had the choice, if you're Aurora, would you want to still go blue or would you want to switch it up?
I think it's SRG who chooses though.
Yeah.
So should we ask that question?
Okay, let's ask that question.
Ready? If we're SRG, what side? 3, 2, 1, blue. Easily. Because again, a lot of it feels like red side is a lot more telegraphed if you are in SRG's position, right? You're expecting them to ban out the Freya. You're expecting them to ban out the CC as well, which allows you to kind of open up the options even more. And if by chance they do happen to get the Jushin, they're more than happy to first pick it. Not to mention, by being blue, you're able to set the pace for yourself. You're able to dictate what you're allowed to trade for, and even if you are losing that red side second phase flex, versatility, and openness, get to close up your draft first by going
Let's go drafting.
and sitting on it.
4,
I think that's what
3,
SRG needs because of what happened
2,
before where they were so
1.
loosey-goosey
Let's
open
go.
about it. They have to tighten up their game. They do that by going blue.
It's Flying Cloud again. It was a difficult time in the dangerous grass for Aurora, and SRG will go blue. They banned the Bucks and the friend. The 2
Baxi,
wins
yeah.
of Aurora in this game have been through a utility jungler.
Deserved bans from Demon Kite's penultimate
Hilda और
performance
इसमें
of
क्या है
both these
सोरा?
monsters. Gideon, I'm getting mad deja vu. It was in this very same arena about 3 years ago where it's these same heroes that were wreaking havoc in the jungle. Frustrating as it is, it's very true as well. And coming into this, I do want to see what the adjustments is going to look like, right? Because now, looks like Aurora has to make the decision on either banning the CC or getting rid of the Jushin. On the side of SRG, what else is actually worth banning at this point? Let me just say, before it happens, the only other legit threat as a utility pick is Redmar's favorite hero.
Grok ban.
The Akai?
I mean, I thought we were going to see it. I mean, I never want to be hopeful over an Akai because it seems like lately, every time the Akai comes up, it just doesn't do that well, so...
But it's been like here and there, you know, as a
Juxin.
roamer, as an excavator, but in the jungle, the Akai is a legit threat. That's one of the few other options that Rora
Crap.
has left if they want to play in the realm of utility junglers. That or the Barats.
If you want to really run it back, but I don't think we're going to get to that point. Juicy gets taken out. Will it either be the Eve or Kalei as a priority for SRG?
Kind of tough to say here, right? Because if they do lean Yums back into the Kalea, the Yve all of a sudden falls into the hands of Aurora, and they've dealt with the Yve many times before in the previous games, and they know that you just need to get behind them. But it does force out a bunch of Purifies as well.
What if they go use on this time? Oh, they don't. Oh, I actually didn't want to pose this possibility. Because if they go Claude here...
Freya's open.
Fast pick Claude.
Are willing
Meta
to
hero.
give that Claude up, meaning that they are probably going to go for something like the Leomord style aggressive lineups.
Or they go Freya, Yi, and Shin.
Oh, so that it isn't a little bit too Gila with the aggressiveness and they balance it out. You still need a little bit of farm.
Yeah. This could be potentially scary, right? The Freya would be interesting to see. They go for Kimmy alongside with the Khalid to double down on that mid lane, completely omitting the matchup and saying, you know what, we can wait, let's pose a different problem. There's no need to rush it. We know that the Claude is here. How Gila would SRG be to lock down both just to fix that matchup? There's no way they're going Claude Freya, so they're open to play whatever they want, and this is... What does this say for Aurora? Are they going for speed? Are they going for the throat here? I think they want to minimize Yum's impact because they're dealing with Yum's playmaking capabilities. Now it's about how much impact he has in the game. With the Hilda, it's high impact. But now, when you have access to the Khalid, even if you give the Yve on over, hey, you hit me a couple of times, that's fine. I'll heal back up, I'll still clear waves faster than you, and I will always be a threat.
They pick up the Zed
Khalid with hyper.
without the Cho or without the Hilda available. Aurora can just spend the next 2 bans here, taking out the best heroes he can pair with the Zetian. As I mentioned, the Cho, as it helps clear out the minion waves much quicker. You know, those heroes that want to pack a concussive blast so that they can get that fast clear. Will they pick up the gold laner here so that they don't have to worry about it too much? And they will. They want a Dominant Guide on the Harith. that for a good amount of 2025 was the most feared pick in the hands of Aurora Gaming Philippines.
Does mean that Aurora needs to start thinking about the second half of the draft now. They could go back into a sandbag style of EXP later, but considering the Yuzong performance we saw the last time, the Zitian is going to be a little bit harder to deal with overall, especially when the
लियोमोड
passive is up.
डीपी किया गया
Yeah,
है
if anything, it's
इसके साथ
SRG
इधर
who has room to
इस
play
साइड पे
maybe
हैरी
the Yuzong. Again, you're already ruining the formations with the Fury of the Phoenix. What more? A rogue dragon flying around. I think Aurora should consider taking out EXP lane options. There's the one. There's the Esmeralda.
Yeah. Not only
Esmeralda
EXP,
ban
Flex
हो गया
as well. SRG still has some room of flexibility for their roam and EXP combined. So
I don't know if they're worried about damaged EXP laners, right? Because when I'm looking at the lineup, they're like, yes, there are people who are susceptible, but they also fall to the same tragedy of Atlas at the end of the day. And that's something that we've seen SRG whip out multiple times.
And I'm worried because Aurora may have gotten overloaded. A lot of Cram's favorites are still available. The Uranus, the Phoveus,
Yuzong, Alice,
Arlott.
Arlotts usually are one of the responses.
They can't ban all of those.
Yeah, exactly. So it's damage control for Aurora. Well, for Salong or Red Giants, they will be very happy that they have a wide pool of EXP laners that they can go for. Especially if Aurora decide to show their EXP laner already on blue 4 in the hopes of trying to minimize what Cram can pick, they might just end up with a better matchup.
If I'm reading the draft correctly, Red 4 is going to be for Demonkind. And then they'll try to win that EXP lane matchup via Red 5. Because again, if Cram doesn't play well, I think it's safe to say, Gideon, you can back me up, SRG just do not take off.
No, not with the ban on the Atlas here. I think they're going to go Uranus instead and then hold up for Fanny to maybe potentially attack Stormy in the mid lane pre-level 4.
There you go. They can't ban everything, but they can narrow it down.
I wouldn't be so confident with picking up the Fanny if we are gonna let Yumes get the Cho again. You get Cho Zetian together. That's very fast wave clear to set up for Sakai's.
That's why Red 5 is open. That's what Aurora's hedging on.
There's the Arlott. I like the Uranus because then SRG would want to pick up the Lapu-Lapu, but they won't really have a lot of the damage to annoy that Uranus as much. But hell, it's Edward. He might just end up saying, Coach, give me something explosive. Give me something that can set up and be aggressive.
If we do see the Uranus here, I think it's going to be Kalia, Lapu, or Kalia Yuzong for the side of SRG. Oh, they take Lapu. What?
I think it is what I said. It was like, Coach, let me be me.
There's room for the Yisun Shin still. So I think they're both protecting the Yisun Shin and just picking up good peel. And again, taking it away as well from Cram.
It just means that Aurora is going to be playing towards the gold side of their map, right? Because they don't know what the Lapu-Lapu is going to deal with. He's kind of going in blind into this draft. So whether he quote-unquote wins the matchup or not isn't really up to him.
And I think SRG can also just pick up the Uranus so that he can kind of stop this imminent Yisun Shin threat.
But what if it is going to be utility for Aurora, though? I mean, they are going to be lacking the vision, and the Mountain Shocker would be great against a Zetian. Yes, I will say it now. Yisun Shin is the most likely pick. But what if it is utility? What if they are looking at Lapu-Lapu and Kali thinking we have enough physical, let's set up for our magic damage dealers and let's pick up utility in the jungle.
Wow. Left. SRG here, lock in the CC for Cram and the Gatot for Yumes. What utilities left besides the Barats and the Akai? Even Guinevere got banned.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Just give me my Panda. I mean, yeah, again, Wise is most likely, but just give me my Panda.
Because I'm also 50-50 on this. I'm
here for the return.
There it is!
Okay.
We alluded to it! Oh, we're pretty good at this. We could be analysts.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Again, really good call here. If they went for the Yisun Shin, it would just be too much economy to invest. But what a composition. And I think even from the side of SRG, they were alluding to it with the CC.
They look deep for this.
I will say this now, though. This is so close, and I'm glad that the stats show it. Early to mid-game potential leaning towards Aurora. Late game potential, a little bit more SRG recovers there. The stats are leaning towards Aurora. But this is definitely one of those lineups where you cannot mess up. Perfect MLBB is what's needed. Who are we feeling? for these drafts. Real quick, Gideon.
I'm going to say SRG on this one.
I didn't call the Akai for nothing. Let's go, Aurora! I'm guessing Aurora here. This will be legendary. This will determine who makes it to the grand finals first. Mirko and Naisu set the stage for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last game of the evening. We've had a hell of a series, and now it's come down to this. A game of 5
Last game final,
to get to the grand
you can say.
final. Will it be the first ever for the Malaysians to make it an M-Series grand final, or will it be Aurora to make it their way to be the first Filipino team in M7 to get to the grand final spot? Here we are, it's me, Naisu, and Mirko to bring you this game 5.
And either way, Naisu, what a story. The first Malaysian team to make it to a World Championship, or Aurora Gaming Philippines, a team coming into this tournament with a narrative of the chokers, the ones who always fail when it matters most, the one that finally gets to shine the brightest in the world stage.
Be massive either way, man. The story couldn't be better for either team to make it through, and you know, to even go through this draft and bring an Akai, for example, a utility hero that doesn't get picked up pretty much at all. But because of the way the draft and the bans went, and because there was a really hard focus on Demon Kite's utility picks, he goes to the Akai. And you always have to remember, like, this hero alone could either work for your team or against it.
Okay. I thought it was going to be a big miscalculation there, not hitting level 4, but he ends up getting the XP crab anyways, so really, it's all good. Emblems-wise, I don't think there's anything too crazy here, right? It really looks like just the standard stuff. The Impure Rage for Demon Kite. I guess he's just thinking there's not going to be any invades. He's going to be fine because he's up against a Leomord, not an assassin, right? Sky's Phantom Steed over on Light has the flicker, will use it, and now Phantom Steed is down, so Aurora have a chance.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Even though the flicker was used by Light, Turtle's up, Demon Kite's gonna go ahead and start it up. Cram hitting that level 4 too, so they'll get in position for the first turtle of the game, but without a
constant damage, fast kill,
Phoenix coming down, 4-man stun as well. Cram now from the side, pops in the current call, does a bit of damage, but Demon Kite is there for him to claim Turtle 1.
It's only need clean and steady right now. First objective secured. Nothing too fancy with this kind of lineup. That's not what you're gonna see here. Now for SRG, they might be the ones to be a little more aggressive because of the fact that they brought the Leomord in play, plus they have the Zetian that they can rely on. And again, Innocent going on this hero that he's played so many times, is able to go ahead and scale up really well on this claw.
Demon Kite,
Same can be said for Domin Kite. There was a thing, you know, back in the MPL Philippines, he was the best Harith in the league and probably the best still. So this is such a great matchup, you know, that Harith, that Claude, that we've been seeing so much throughout the Swiss stage, and even now, even though he's kind of slept on a little bit in the beginning stage of the knockouts, Claude is still a menace to deal with. And so with that, again, you're just going to see a whole lot of poking back and forth. You know, this is a little bit different too, because we've seen so much of Cho, for example, where you're playing around that level 4, the Kaleas, right, the pick-off potential.
He's going to be caught on the Raging Sandstorm there. Good timing by Domin. They're actually waiting around the BMI, and he actually gets the resets too. So I'm not even sure if Innocent actually got the gold crab, but he lost that on Purify, and now he's low.
He's low right here. He's gonna have to rely on SRG just in case they need to support him up here in that gold lane. But Domin Kite fine, unless they go for something else. SRG might be looking for a play elsewhere. They still have 30 seconds for that turtle to be up. Demon Kite, again, tanky enough. One of the players that still really likes to lean towards utility junglers if they can. I mean, we saw a really good kind of back and forth between the utility compositions, but teams were still pretty much, I would say, like almost 80% of the time, maybe 90% of the time, pick up assassin junglers. Demon Kite, a specialist, I would say, as utility jungle. So buff secured, turtles up, second one of the game. Aurora Gaming Philippines already in position. Light has the angle here if he wants to go for it. Traction pulse.
Yeah, lands on Stormy, a bit more pro coming down as the Bravest Spider gets used up by Edward. Now with the stun on 2. Fear the Phoenix as well. Sky's looking for the opening now, but Demon Kite goes in and it's giving them
again. Demon Kite.
Heavy spin, now Sky's been pinned down over to Turtle.
Oh, Sakai's pinned down. Can't
Fast
get away.
kill.
First blood to Demon Kite and the second turtle.
What a pin up top. Domin gets a shot down. Oh my goodness, he might be going for the dive, but he misses the synchro vision and he calls it quits. Demon Kite up top with the pressure. This is the systematic Aurora Gaming Philippines in a game 5, bro. They went back to their comfort.
This is back to the roots, right? Oh no.
Oh, caught.
I don't think Aurora want to bite on this pick, yeah. Instead, they rotate back. They just go for the turret now. That's going to be the shots coming in from Stormy as Demon Kite gets taken low, but Selangor Red Giants can't push in forward.
They had to do that, though. At least Yums was there to go ahead and keep that turret alive, even though it just got a sliver of health left. They keep that going. Now, looking at the itemization here, first item's already locked in for the gold laners, DHS for Innocent. You got the Starlium Sight now for Doman Kite. Defensively, too, things being a whole lot of tough boots, of course, to deal with that crowd control, but only that Fury Hammer, and still Sakai is working on that first item here for this Leo Mord. And same thing, I mean, Stormy on the second goal, they're not stopping.
1v1, BMI out with the Blazing Wind already used. Light
Finally. Lekin Khalid also died.
As Demon Kite's gonna be chased down as Skies pops the steed. But again, he just rotates up top. He will deny the turret take.
Great response, but a better trade for Aurora Gaming Philippines. You know, you're trading out your gold laner for the roam. Light goes down, but here's Yums.
Heavy spin, hitting him down.
Finished. No chance.
No, the synchrofish and pops him through.
They got the payback for the roam.
Aurora
right
playing a little bit aggressive compared to SRG. Already took 2 turtles.
Third turtle of the game here in a few seconds. Now the War Axe available to Skies. He's got that. He's got his buff as well. He actually wants to go ahead and contest this, though. As Demon Kite's grabbing his purple. Light's giving the information over here, but they're going to be able to rotate just in time for this turtle.
That's so much damage on Skies. Half HP. AOG coming out with Raging Sensor from Light.
Yeah, Demon Kite, nice.
Demon Kite's done it again, and now they're going to be going for Yums.
Cram in the midst of it all. Pops in a curtain call. Now going for the chase, but it's going to be the Kite away. Now it's Edward.
JTN, nice.
Forcing the flicker out as Doming goes up top. Doesn't have some on-force. Light goes in over the Cram. Gets away in time with the sprint. Meanwhile, Edward in mid again, holding Innocent and Yums down.
Ooh, it looks like SRG is just trying to catch their breath in this game 5. If it's not Demon Kite securing the objectives, it's Edward crashing on, forcing battle spells down. Light on this side of the map. Behind enemy lines, there's Demon Kite.
Finds Innocent, Purify out there. Fear the Phoenix coming down, but Doming gets the turret. Now Cram looking for the trade, pops in the curtain call. Edward in the midst of it all. Now 2-match done by Edward. Sky still able to scale with the
Again, Leo Mord finished.
Oh, Sakai's is gone. This is all on the side of the jungle of SRG. They'll capitalize another kill and the buff. Aurora Gaming Philippines is not letting up at all. They've got control of this game.
And with every fight they take, they push the lead a bit more towards them. It started off as a 1K gold lead. I swore in the early game, it looked like, all right, SRG are going to scale. They're going to try to play it slow. But then they go for these fights, and you're like, okay, it looks even, some of these trades. Then Light comes in with a big Raging Sandstorm. Edward gets a big chunk of damage of AoE with the slashes.
These are some of the most comfort picks that Aurora Gaming Philippines has played in the last professional season
very
of
good.
the MPL Philippines, and they're showcasing it here today in Game 5. And even for SRG, you could say these are comfort picks too, to an extent.
UE also playing very
but right now, they're just getting outmaneuvered around the map. And that's the power always of when you think you have this utility jungler, you can move the way you want to move around the map, you can find that lockdown that you're looking for, and it just layers so well. So for SRG, if they want to approach this in the best way possible, it's all on that scaling for Innocent. He's got to be able to get there. He still has plenty of time. He is behind though, right? You're at the 9-minute mark. Again, that Trinity for the Claude usually before the 10-minute
Lord भी ले रहे हैं
mark.
पहले
Does
बार.
pick up a golden staff, so he's down 1 item on this.
Aurora is all over the SRG right now.
Are they going to take him?
Light was able to bait out the passive of Stormy already. Look at how fast they're blitzing the Lord. Traction pulse over to Innocent, able to bring him back, and that's Demon Kite securing Lord 1. Aurora pulling no stops.
Man, I don't know how you stop this Panda, man. Demon Kite on the Sakai. It's one of the better heroes. I know it's slept on in the draft, but it's still one of the better heroes to go ahead, secure objectives. If anybody gets close, usually heavy spin them away to get that retribution off. They're going to take this tier 2 tower up top as Demon Kite just stares down SRG, threatening them to force a fight if they want to. Holy Crystal now online. over here for Domin.
The competition was.
Checking things out with the Raging Sandstorm.
Wanted to bait a few resources, right? Innocent just backs away with the BMI. But again, this lead is getting to a point where it's a big problem. Like
31k and 24k. Approx 10,000
Zetian, I'm guessing
goal
as well.
difference.
Traction Pulse baits out the BMI. But they don't really have a body right now. Sky's a 0-3-0. I don't think he can pull off an Edward on Yuzong type of 0-3-0, man.
Yeah, this is going to be way more difficult to make it worth for Cram and the rest of the team of SRG. You know, you waited 10.5 minutes. You got to start to make something happen here because you're in this last game, this game 5, with that potential chance to get to the grand final on the line here for both of these teams. But look at the difference in itemization across the board. It's tough, man. Yum's probably the closest here amongst it all. Yeah, he's only 600 gold difference, but I'll tell you what, the impact of Light right now in this Khalid is just doing so much more than what Yums is capable of doing. If that means just getting the passive out from
Stormy.
and even then, the Raging
Mid
Sandstorm
is
is threatened
finished.
enough, and Light knows it. And
All
that's why
lanes are
they're able to
finished.
go ahead and play that upper hand. Also, on the gold lane, you still need so much more time for Innocent here. He's building into that Corrosive Scythe. But even so, if that Trinity is online, it's going to be a hell of a time to get into the fight, man, because of the fact that you have Nakai to worry about. You have also Light there peeling for the team, or starting things up in Edward as well. So now this purple buff for the taking from SRG. You're still plenty of time, 40 seconds away from this Lord to come up.
And now SRG are forced to, again, group up together. Stick is 3 into the bottom lane. They're being starved by Aurora Gaming Philippines right now. There's no way for them to actually just brute force walk into their own jungle alone. And Light's been able to take these poke like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Stormy, this is a 100% win rate Zetian, right? Is it still a 100% win rate? I believe so. So, oh my, Innocent? PMI already. Light wants to go in. Raging Sandstorm! Innocent pops in the Blazing Duet. And he pops in a Purify as well. That's big Edward! Two-man stuck with the Brave Spider. Now goes back. That is all they need.
Lord did pretty good damage.
Keeping things under control. But the Lord is up now. Battle spell down. That's the Purify for Innocent. And so, if SRG is thinking about contesting this Lord, it's
a Lord later.
They cannot. Not without a Purify on the main man.
They just gotta wait, they gotta buckle in, as Lord is gonna be secured here for Aurora Gaming Philippines. At the 12th,
It's a Demon Kite. Demon Kite taking everything.
Picked up now for Domin Kite. And they have
Sorry, Demon nahi, wo
everything
Domin
they
Kite.
need to approach this base of SRG. I'm not saying they can end it here, but with this kind of lead, 8,000+ gold at this point, this type of itemization and this composition could potentially end it off of a first Lord push.
Demon Kite, over the course of, I would say, the run to get it to upper bracket finals, has been behind against Carl Teasy in gold, losing out individually against, again, I feel like also against Izuki, losing out individually in gold. And it's usually because he's on a utility pick. Now he's on a Kai, and he's 2,000 gold ahead of Skies.
Like, who else is going to play the Akai? Other than maybe Demon Kite and, I don't know, Carl Teasy.
Can't think of anyone else who's still in MLBB.
Right? It's one of those things, yeah. There's Redmar. I can hear him in my ear, man. Redmar will probably play it too. He is him.
Gotta get that check.
Gotta get that check. There's the Lord pushing into this bottom turret. They want to go ahead and potentially force this.
Innocent already with the BMI. That's gonna be the Lord taking down the base turret in the bottom lane. This is quite big, but it's not the worst for Selangor Red Giants, just because, again, Lord's gonna be spawning in the bottom lane, so they'll be able to handle it here. Light.
Well, look at Sky. He's going on this off angle too. Is he actually going to initiate a fight? From this angle, no. They cleared out the minions. Lord is cleared as well. They lost one base turret. And so this, more than anything, is Aurora Gaming Philippines knowing that they're up 10,000 gold, but sticking to mastering the basics here, man. I hate to say it, right? But they are doing exactly that. They're sticking with the basics. They're sticking to the fundamentals. And every team will go ahead and say how important that is, even when you have this kind of lead. You can't lose that focus. And Steed.
Steven Kite in with a headbutt. That's gonna be Light caught on the back spot, taunted down as well by Yums. Here the Phoenix locking him down to AOG as well onto Edward, but he is CC immune with the Bravest Spider.
Yums does not want to, okay, he doesn't have AOG. This is interesting though, SRG just kind of, keeping Aurora Gaming in check, but here's the re-engage. Zaman force drop down. And it's just the answer, the response from Aurora Gaming.
How is it still so tense with a 10,000 gold lead, dude?
The crazy thing is 1 to 5 in terms of the kills, right? But there's this tension in this game 5 between these two teams because I just think it's at what's stake here, Miracle. It's that grand final spot. It's a huge story for both teams to get there, and SRG they understand that we got to go ahead and just buckle in. We need to go ahead and scale up. Like I said, your Innocent is nearly there. He's got to get a little bit of defensiveness, obviously. Win in nature, we've also seen Winter Crowns pop up too. Might be the case in this sense when if they can extend it. I don't know, 5+ minutes. They got to get to the 20-minute mark, I feel like, here. Divine Glaive picked up by Stormy, though. This fight for the Lord, it looks like they want to actually contest this Lord, though, if they can.
But can they? Traction Pulse already baited out there. Light already backing away. Now the bottom wave. They have to deal with it, but Doming and Demon Kite are still holding on to it. Selangor Red Giants say, we cannot contest. Aurora Gaming Philippines secure the Lord. Huh? Oh, Skies?
I think the Phantom Seed might have been just thrown out there just to see if he could get the orange buff. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, they knew they couldn't fight and contest. So they'd rather go ahead and defend into the base. Malefic Gun actually picked up here.
Wow.
Now. 4 Innocent might be just saying, you know what? Let's just make this defense count. Let's make this one potentially turn it around. We need a crucial defense to stay in this. As Lord makes its way down the bottom side, Conceal's going to be used.
TV pop as well, though. Edward goes in with Brave Spider. Now jumps all the way into the backline, but Innocent's able to pop in a blazing when it gets to stay. Win a crown already from Edward. And now the base, Beauty of the Phoenix.
Oh, they get stunned here. Check, the Lord is going to be worked on. Wow. And it looks like SRG.
Nice save.
Even with 11,000 gold deficit, will still be able to defend.
That was... Wait, Yums takes a long route over. Kwan dives onto Edward with a curtain call, but now he's caught in a bad spot. He has to sprint. He's able to get away. Light with the Raging Sandstorm and the Flicker. Now it's Cram turning things around with the help of Yums as well. He goes for the taunt as Innocent's right there. Doming!
There's a jump on the defense. They want to disengage, and it looks like Aurora wants to do the same. This is the tension we've been talking about. Wow.
Folks, my heart is beating
Epic
so
game
hard
flip, guys.
right now, and it's not the Red Bull. It's not the Red Bull.
50,000 goal difference, yet they are holding on.
I don't know what
SRG.
it is. I don't even know how SRG has been able to go ahead and have such great base defense. Aurora Gaming, even playing around that Lord, man, they just haven't been able to get much use out of the Lords.
At least now it's value, because even with that Lord not getting anything, look at where the next Lord placement is. It's up top, so they have the far lane control in the bottom lane without having to do anything, right? So that's a win still for Aurora Gaming Philippines. The only loss they took there is the scaling of SRG. Now, Innocent has more time to build up to either a Winter Crown, probably win a crown, not win a nature here.
Mirko, the impressive thing is SRG doesn't have anything on the map. Like, they've been able to defend in the base despite...
Not a single turret, you're right.
That's what I'm saying, not a single
Not a single
turret is
turret.
down. Nothing has gone right in terms of objectives for SRG. But what has gone right is the fact that they've somehow buckled in. They're nearing that 20-minute mark, and that's where I was saying that was the crucial point for them to potentially turn a game around. That's why we always say, even when you're down this much gold, depending on how your composition is and the items that you have, you can still be a threat to this team. And that's why Aurora Gaming Philippines, we say it's discipline, but at some point, at what point do you say, man, they waited way too long. They hesitated too long to end the game. They weren't able to end the game. They love MLBB that much.
They love MLBB, dude.
Almost 20 minutes here. Lord up, evolve this time. This might be the first time that SRG actually decides to contest a Lord here, but Stormy's so far away, Light's gonna be able to spot this out as Aurora Gaming Philippines holds on to the Lord. It's under half health.
That wave's not good. Stormy has to rotate, but Light is holding this position already. They're holding it in, just barely at the edge of it. Edward with the Bravest Spider coming down now. Skies also behind the Phantom Seed. Light in the back line, able to bomb into Purify. Purify Phoenix Light's gonna be caught. He's able to heal in time. Good stun by Edward. Demon can't get him, but now Cram walks in forward. Light pops in, conceal. Aurora Gaming Philippines get the evolved
फिर से लॉर्ड ले लिया
That is
अरोरा
a
ने.
massive lord to walk into
Still
potentially
SRG
end
tried
the
him. इस
game.
बार ट्राई
And as
किया
I've
था
been
लेकिन
saying for SRG,
फर्स्ट टाइम
they have
इस मैच में
defended
SRG ने लॉर्ड
time
यानी
and
कि ट्राई
time
किया एटलीस्ट
again.
कॉन्टेस्ट
The
किया
Giants will not have their
लेकिन
fortress
कुछ हो नहीं
taken
पाया.
so easily. Can they do it again? They have to. That's the only option they have. Light still has an immortality. The Lord finally spawning and making its way down the bottom side here. How can
Let's
they
see.
pull this off?
इस
SRG,
लॉर्ड के साथ क्या किया जा सकता है.
they've got to almost have a miracle for this one.
They played it perfect in the last Lord fight, but it's hard to do it when it's an evolved Lord. Aurora can just stack up around the Lord. And look at the turn in the mid lane, it's so low.
Half health here, under half health for that mid turret. Lord makes its way down the bot. They've got to deal with it here.
Fraction pulse doesn't land on anyone. Now it's going to be Innocent, trying to deal as much damage as possible as Edward dives into the back. Innocent pops into the lazy to win over on Edward.
Edward.
They're fighting on the Lord. Demon Kai already using a heavy spin. That's going to be Yums jumped away from Fury the Phoenix.
The Phoenix is using, they're still going.
They deal with the Lord. Live with the Ring Assassin. Yums still able to survive Innocent. BMI to the back. Storming already uses his Zaman Force.
मिडिल टोरेंट ले लिया मिडिल टोरेंट ले लिया.
How the Selangor Red Giants hold on to
फिर
this
से होल्ड
game.
कर लिया भाई.
Selangor Red Giants won't have the base taken so easily.
Against an evolved Lord.
Man, they still do it. They don't have any space to work with. No base, no turrets down. But they're still showing that they can defend and fight against Aurora Gaming. That is an evolved Lord that was dealt with in the best way possible.
We are still at 6 kills.
That hasn't changed in a while, Mythical. I mean, 6 kills.
21 मिनट्स हो गए लेकिन अब तक 6 किल्स
One
होंगे.
of them died, dude.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if that's the pro of having this kind of lineup for Aurora Gaming, or for SRG, and the con of Aurora Gaming's lineup. It works so good in the beginning, but, you know, at this point of the game, they're having a difficult time actually punching it in and ending it, you know? And we have seen this when it has been utility compositions and that require a setup that has to be perfect. This is the trouble. Winter Crown now available for Innocent.
And a rose gold too, nice too. He sold his boots.
होगा फिर से ट्राइंग कर रहा है. लॉर्ड के लिए.
Barefoot Claude. A Winter Crown 2 for Sakai's. Fight with this Lord again. Look at Light's positioning. What are they going to do? Traction pulls thrown out?
Wait, Cram already used the curtain call. It's on Yue. Light has a very, very good flank on him. Zetian, does he spot him out? He's able to spot him out now.
एडवर्ड ले लिया. एडवर्ड मार देंगे एक बार. एडवर्ड
Edward losing immortality now. Sky's gonna go in as well, but he's gonna be pinned down by Demon Kai, and no one's there to actually dish out damage. Skies will fall to Yue. They take
लाइट ने लिया.
they can get the Lord.
डिमोन काइट ने ले लिया लॉर्ड.
Demon Kai's gonna be taken very,
लेकिन
very Cram still there to damage in his hands.
Innocent still alive. He gets the space, but Doming Kai will take him out.
He got cooked by the Chrono Dash. Domeng has all the shields in the world. Now it's Yums who falls. Cram has immortality. He's gonna fall as well. Involved Lord in the mid lane is Cram.
Whoa!
But he's gonna be
Wow!
And that's gonna be
What?
as the Lord makes its way down the mid with Aurora Gaming.
The stage that once haunted them now rises for them. The Northern Lights do not.
Aurora won, guys.
It ignites the grand finals.
That ignition, that light will be witness to the entire world. A chance at redemption, a chance at history, and a chance to prove the doubters wrong. Aurora Gaming Philippines makes it to the grand finals in an epic 3-2 series against SRG.
Oh, the chokers, the failures, the boys who were doubted, the
Last
boys
fight was amazing.
who were never meant to be, have just made it to the grand finals. Defeating Selangor Red Giants, who to this point were undefeated at the M7 World Championship. They were the ones to get to match point first, yet Aurora PH stayed consistent. They built, they endured, and now they'll light up the grand final stage.
Again, one of the best matches we've seen here. And again, it's not over for SRG. They still have an opportunity, a chance to get to the grand finals. They go down in the lower bracket, man, and I'll say what, like Aurora Gaming Philippines grinded for this one, and they made it happen.
Naisu, that lower bracket is literally, figuratively, in all sense of
This
the
last
word,
fight.
is hell. We got Liquid down there, Spirit, Alter Ego.
And now, SRG.
Damn, bro.
Hey, if you guys have just joined us,
वो demon का बचा बहुत.
I'll tell you what, M7 World Championship has been so far the best games we've had in a long time, maybe in ever. And this is just a showcase of how good the teams have gone over the course of the years. And yes, it's still the Philippines getting to the grand finals first, but I'll tell you what, I don't know who's going to end up there in the second spot.
Last time
चलो
we were in
guys,
Jakarta,
Aurora तो चली गई.
there in the second spot.
last time we were in
हम भी
Jakarta,
चल